Hey, this is Nilsson, the mad scientist of muscle, and if you haven't been spending enough time on the floor lately, I've got something for you. This is going to be an ascending muscle involvement quad tricep. Now the reason I say it like that is because we're actually going to be progressing from less isolation type of exercises as we go through the set. So as you can see here, I've got a bar set up in the rack just below knee height. What we're going to do with that bar is a braced leg squat. I'll give you a quick demo. This is what it looks like. You're going to push that up against the safety rails, sit your feet down, and then you're just going to do that kind of a squat. Now, because your knees are braced, back your knees are braced like that, this is all quads. There's literally like hardly any, if any, muscle involvement through the glutes or hamstrings. It's a straight up and down pattern. So once you burned out your quads with that, and this is going to be a high rep exercise, you're going to get a lot of lactate going. Then you're going to do a one arm gripping dumbbell squat with the bar already set up in the rack here. And I'll get to the weight on there in a second. This exercise is very simple. You are going to grab a dumbbell and stand up, just like so. Now, because your lower legs aren't braced, you're going to bring in some glutes and some hamstrings, but not as much because you're using your grip on here to stay vertical. So the primary focus is still on quads. The ascending part is now more muscles are getting involved to help. Once you burnt out with that, this is going to be a nightmare. You're going to go to regular back squats using the bar that you've already set up in the rack here at the same height that you normally set it for squats. Then slide those dumbbells off to the side so they're not in the way and burn on regular barbell squats. By that point, you get your hamstrings in, your glutes in, your lower back, pretty much everything gets involved. So you're going from a very isolated exercise, isolation type of exercise, to a lower medium isolation to not isolation at all. And by the time you get through that, you're going to be trashed. So in order to make it even worse, and if you don't have these, you don't have to do them, but I've actually got a pair of blood flow restriction bands that I'm going to be putting around my upper legs here in order to really focus the death inside of my legs. So here's what it looks like. So that is the technique. As you can see, you will likely, if you're doing it right, end up on the floor. What you'll also notice is that after I finished the barbell squat, I actually decided to try and go back down the ladder here. Just did a few more reps on that, and then a few more reps on that, and then I was done. So if you want to do that, go for it. You're not going to get much out of it in terms of reps, but the extra burn is definitely going to happen. So if you're brave, if you're ready to blow up your quads, give this one a shot. This is a massive drop set / ascending set, whatever the hell you want to call it.